Thank you for tuning in to the internet's most passionate game show. We are live right now. And you're wondering, what is this all about? It is exactly what we've told you. All of our friends and family, thank you for tuning in. You're going to have a great time, I promise you. Yay! That is a loving crew up and running right now. So, this is exactly what we said. A game show where we're going to give you money. We love to give you money, but there are rules. Everything has rules. Crystal, what are the rules?
Okay, well, not too bad. The only way we can accept an answer from you is via Twitter. So go ahead and log into the website. You might want to open up another window so that you can go ahead and tweet while you are watching the show. And that is the only way we're going to be able to accept answers from you. So if you look in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, you will also see a Twitter feed. So that keeps everybody honest. Now, should you be the first person to win our very first episode, and you would like to get paid tonight, we suggest that you get a PayPal account, because that is the only way that we can pay you the same night. Otherwise, we can send you a check. So, send you back to Emil.
Emil, who am I tweeting to? Well, if you're not following me at Twitter, I'll tell you what. Just send it out randomly, you won't win. But you can always send it to @EmilStuff, EMILSSTUFF. I promise you I'm going to get it. I'm going to say, look, Tom 31, 65, 71, 51, 41 with the original name. You won $50. Get a new name. So this is what we're going to do. And you're saying, are there advertisements on this? Not yet, but there will be. And those are the people who are going to make the prizes so much bigger. We can't wait to get them. But tonight, unbeknownst to itself, I'm being brought to you by a satellite. This satellite is orbiting at 22,000 feet right above the equator. Why 22,000 feet? I'll tell you. That is 1/10 of the distance from here to the moon. And in 1945, Arthur C. Clarke, maybe you heard of him, maybe not, he wrote 2001 Space Odyssey, a bunch of other amazing books. He worked for British intelligence. And at that time, he was not only a science fiction writer, but he was really trying to innovate. He said, you know what, I've been writing about this amazing thing called satellites in my stories, and I think we've got the technology, we've definitely got the information, we need to put a satellite up into space. Let's do this. He was writing for magazines called Wired Magazine that were literally because of wires, hinging everything. I want to tell you how recent the satellite is. Think of your father or your grandfather, depending on how old you are. You could literally touch the point in time when there was no satellites. And Twitter erupted and just solidified a revolution in Egypt because of satellites. Satellites are powerful. You watch Baywatch because of satellites. They were just hovering up there, and this is so recent, it's amazing. Now, Arthur C. Clarke, he used Kepler. Kepler, this was an interesting guy. Now, 1600s, he's alive, he's working on all kinds of stuff. He invented his own telescope, works on complicated math problems. He's the type of guy that makes this world worth living in. And as he's talking about this amazing universe, this celestial sky above him, and how it operates, he gets a knock on his door and says, hey, guess what? What? Well, your mom, she's about to be burned alive for being a witch. And why is she a witch? Well, you know that lady that your brother donated a whole bunch of money to, and then he loaned her some money as well? Yeah, she called her a witch, and she's not paying your brother, so they're about to kill her. What do you want to do about it? He's like, well, I'm going to stop my work and run over and see what's going on. He runs over there, postpones some time for his mother, and in the 14 months that she's imprisoned, and the European witch trials are going on, he's putting together a case to prove she's not a witch. His 14 months of Kepler's time was retarded because of a witch trial. So he finally gets his mother off of this, goes right back to work. He puts together the most amazing thing. Why the heavens operate they do. And you gotta remember, nobody knows what's going on at this time. Everything's a mystery. This guy puts together the groundwork that he fast forwards to the future that Newton takes and says, all these apples are hitting me in the head. Why? Oh, Kepler, wait a minute. Fast forward to the future, you got Einstein. And now Einstein, fast forward, you got Arthur C. Clarke, up to us, and we got satellites, GPS. You're watching, at home, American Idol, and all because of this history that came before it. But tonight, our question has to do exactly with satellites, but not so distant. Crystal, what's the question?
Okay, so what was the name of the very first satellite launched into space? And for extra points, but no extra money, name the country responsible for that. So, let's check our Twitter feed.
Now, remember this. As you're going around saying, who did this? I'm looking, I'm waiting for the answer. Because the first person, I don't care who you are, if you spell it right, you win money. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Not that many people know. Are you serious? It's the easiest answer in the world. And I'm going to tell you what. If I don't have an answer in like 2 minutes, that's it. We're just going to have to roll the money over till tomorrow. So that gives you 2 minutes right now to answer the simplest question in the universe. What do we got? Oh, nothing yet. Now remember, this was something that was devised by a country, and here's a hint, not the US. And if you've been following my Twitter feed, you have got some amazing hints, like the Ukraine is not wheat, from my favorite Seinfeld episode of all time, has to do with risk. Newman and Seinfeld are on the subway. They've got their wristboard in their lap. They've been playing for 3, 4, 5, 6 days straight. And every time one of them makes a move, the other one thinks he's cheating. They're in the subway, somebody says something about the Ukraine, a big fat Ukrainian man, because most of them are fat, come by, slams it, pieces go flying into the air, and what do you know? It says, oh, the Ukraine is not weak. And that's how you get that. That's the name of this episode. So that's episode number 1. Episode number 2. Oh, wait, we've got a message. Are you ready for this? Who won? Bam! So close, but not quite. You are... Oh! I'm going to tell you a secret. The Ottoman Empire had nothing to do with the space race. So, I don't know who thought they did, but the Ottoman Empire, comprised of a lot of countries.
Give them a hint when it happened.
Well, it happened after 1945 and before 2011. So that narrows it down. Now, I'll give you another one. There's a sickle involved somewhere, and there's a bunch of people with furry hats running around. They're very cold. They're lying on the ground. Some of them are sleeping. So, who,
okay.
And I ask you this, who shot the very first satellite into space, and what was their name? Crystal, what do you think?
Let's see here. I'm trying to think.
Ottoman Empire sound good?
No, that was long gone by the time this came about. Let's think about that. You said it wasn't the United States.
Wait. Could it have been? I'm just throwing this out there. Oh!
Winner, chicken dinner!
Who is it?
It's Lance Rhea, that little smarty pants Lance.
Of course he did. Lance.
Smarty pants Lance.
Now Lance has kids. I hope you have kids. I think you have kids. I know you have kids. You love your kids. You need to pass this information on to your kids. You just won $50. Now I'm going to send you that $50 in the next...
Hey! A round of
5
applause!
minutes. You're going to get that money. Also, Lance, I hope you have a Facebook. Please tell me you have a Facebook. Because I'm going to also send you a video, and it's going to declare how smart you are. You're going to tell everybody. And for all you others, we're going to be back tomorrow, Tuesday, and we're going to give away more money. That's what I do. I give away money. Ask anybody, especially the girls down at the local bar. Anyway, so if you want to win tomorrow, come in. You can at me at Emil Stuff with any questions, and go to our Facebook page and hit the like button. This is important, and not because we have some weird, bizarre campaign. They're like, hey, we want a lot of likes for no absolute reason. The more people that like us, the more the money can be flowing to you. We want to give you thousands of dollars. And if it was up to me, $10,000 a night. That's the goal I want to hit within a year. $10,000 a night. That would change lives, make people believers. Who knows? You might even take that $10,000, go out and start your own show, your own game show. Why not? We can all do it. Thank you for joining our first show. Please, at Emil Stuff with any questions, EMILSSTUFF. You can email us at somethingyoumayknow@gmail.com. And Crystal and I both have an ongoing blog talking about amazing things. Crystal's is on this side of the page, mine is on this side of the page. Click it, read it, love it. And until tomorrow, my friends, we will see you. Good night.